Today, I would like to quickly show you this very small case study on how we actually looked at this whole issue of innovation in a real life domain. This came in Mumbai Mirror. Additional Commissioner of Police at that time, Mr. Sadanand Date, a close friend of ours, sent this picture to me and said, Professor Chakravarti, can we do something? Our policemen are stationed for 18 to 24 hours sometimes at a stretch when there is a VIP movement. They're on that duty all along the road for that many number of hours. And it's very taxing. So they need to have some type of rest, and some of them use a stick to support themselves and later on get hurt. So we went very systematically. We went ahead, we checked out what is happening, what are the critical aspects of the stick they use, what is the stick supporting them for, and also the type of duties they get. And we also checked that there are not one user. Generally for every product, there are multiple levels of users. Who is a user of a product? There's something called the primary user. The primary user is somebody who's actually got the problem and is using the product. But there are secondary users and there are tertiary users. So who are the secondary users? The officers, the commissioners, the storekeepers in the police depot, the people who order the police sticks. All these people are secondary users of the stick. Why we need to know the police stick so well when we're just getting a job to make a seat? You are supposed to be on a bandobast duty and you're supposed to be standing and you're supposed to get some rest. And you can't sit anywhere. Because if you sit, you will lose your view, so you just can't sit. In this contradictory situation, it's more and more important for us to find out what happens behind the secondary users. How do they order for these products? How do you design a product which is cost effective? So everything is coming from our discussions on the context. Then you look at the stores depot of the police. How do they order for these? It's through the tendering process. So you need to work on the specifications of materials very closely. You have to also work on the quality control very closely. So it looks like a simple problem, but you need to go much more deeper when you go into the context study where all these aspects come into picture. Then who is your tertiary user? The tertiary users is all the manufacturers who are supplying these sticks to the police. It's very critical for us to understand through the stick what all happens behind the ordering process of the accessory for the policemen, and what type of timelines are there, what type of budgets are there. Everything becomes very critical. So we need to have to take care of all aspects of the supply chain, all aspects of the manufacturing, all aspects of the procurement, all aspects of the issue. You know how many policemen are there in Mumbai? Any guess? 50,000. Next guess? 2.5 lakh policemen. Then you look at the scale. Then most probably around 50,000 to 60,000 go on bandobast duty. So now we need to make all our insights right. We now have multiple users. We also understand the socio-economic issues, the type of money they can spend, what they can do. And we also are looking at the issues of cultural aspects, how they can sit, how they cannot sit, the police rules, what they are allowed to do, what they are not allowed to do. So we have a very clear understanding of what's happening and we come up with these insights. This is the police stick which is in the market. The police stick is made up of transparent polycarbonate. The polycarbonate is used in police stick because of strength and toughness.
Then very interestingly, Sadanand Date, the additional commissioner who was in touch with us, is a cricket enthusiast. And he knew that cricket umpires use some props. Cricket umpires also stand for long hours and they get very tired. So they use this prop. Then we went ahead and checked what are other stools available. Then we looked at hiking chairs. Then we looked at portable sports seats where you can carry them along, and we comprehended all the insights.
So you comprehend the problem, you comprehend the context in all aspects which come into play. So then we came back to IIT. What to do now? They're asking for 200 numbers. Because scale, right? If 50,000 people have to use, a pilot production should have at least 200 number. So there came the biggest challenge for us. Then you tell me, what material should I use? Will I use the seat handle? This is so expensive. For a prototype, I could use it. But if I had to make 200 number, it will be very tough for me. And then we found out that the polycarbonate stick actually was slipping from the bottom. So we had to make the bottom also. Look at the bottom cap. The attachment is detachable. It is multifunctional, lightweight, which can be fixed to the stick whenever needed. And the material used is neoprene rubber, which is soft, durable, lightweight, and cost effective. There are 2-3 processes of molding. So this is compression molding, where we did compression molding of the neoprene rubber, and you can see the tool parts. So we made these tools very quickly with a tool manufacturer, and we got the components out. So we came up with the neoprene seat prop, made a slot inside because they actually have this, also as part of their design. We added the, bottom section to it. Again, in the context, we found out there's a different surfaces, concrete roads, mud, smooth surfaces. So on the smooth surfaces, this was slipping away. So we had to use a neoprene rubber cap also. So we modified this cap. And then we found out, my God, there are different sizes. If it's a seat prop, you may have to have an, small and a large, because everybody is not of the same height. So we came up with 2 sizes. We worked on the 2 sizes, and I can sit on a seat, and I can also rest my chin. हम लोग ऐसे भी आराम कर सकते हैं. This idea was given by them. We didn't even realize it. What a very interesting thing, they said that this is more humane. When I push a guy, he doesn't get hurt. So that was like a bonus for us. We never thought that we were making some humane stick. Then what happened, after we gave the sticks to all the 200 policemen, we got some phenomenal feedback. The feedback was that the 80% of the policemen loved the product. They said it's excellent, we like to use it. So we were happy with our record. And very interestingly, there's a manufacturer who is now come with us and said, we want to make this an international product, and we will call it sustainable, and for the international export market we'll use the cane batten, and he's going to put up an exhibition in like Germany within the next 2 months. So you can see the connections from where to where. So I'll give a world product.